My name is Mooney. I work at Villanova University, and I am the Associate Director of Technology. So some of the biggest challenges we have with data and doing our reporting is we have warehouse tables and then we have live data. So trying to make sure that our different end users are getting the appropriate type of information. So even with our conversion, we were converting things from warehouse tables where the end user needed something that was real time. So warehouse tables are only refreshed once a day. So with the warehouse table, that's not helpful for an athletic compliance officer who needs to know if that person is actively enrolled so that they can suit up that afternoon. So trying to really triage who's getting what and when, and then adding the security on top of it for making sure that they're in the right group and that we are just giving our end users the best product that we can. Using Argos, I personally love being able to write all my reports. I love being able to work with my end users to figure out what they actually need. So the way that my desk sits, I can see a couple of my friends in the different office and see their screens. And I don't understand why half the time they're looking up things on 18 different, they've got different Excel reports open and they're going to all these different banner pages. And I'm just like, wait, come in here right now. Let's work on this. Just because, and this is one of our favorite phrases, just because this is how it always was does not mean that that's how this has to be in the future. Let's fix this. Let's move forward. And let's make this 3-hour process that you're doing like, hi, click this button. Here's your data. Here's everything all in one spot. Let's make your life easier and keep me employed. So that's really just like, how can I help you get to your information that you actually need? And Argos I've loved using Argos truly. And like, it's really not a limit to what can be done. You just keep thinking about it and like, oh, well, all right, well, because I could do this, now I could do this. And I'll create the dashboard and I can create different forms within that or even just reports there. So like, I love one-stop shopping. So you can just, hi, go here. Oh, you need athletics, you need veterans, you need first-time freshmen, whatever you're looking for. Let's make it easier for the users to find it. And Argos has been able to provide that for us. One of my favorite dashboards is the athletic compliance for the NCAA, where they just needed a lot of information and being able to simplify what they needed at the end. It took a lot to back and forth and meet with them to get to what they were looking for, but getting something that really took them, I think, about a month to compile all of the different information in all the different places into, all right, select the main term you're looking for, select the summer, fall, spring, and here's now everything that you needed. And the additional added in for if they only wanted a specific team to look at that. And so it looks simple, but behind the scenes, there's a lot going on that I was kind of proud of. Having access to better data really does help with us being able to make better decisions. Without clean data, we're just not going to make the right decision. I can't then go to my boss and say, we really need to change this policy. We really need to do this. Anything I say or present, I need to be able to back up. And anything that I'm going to put my name on, I need to be sure it's correct. And so I think it really just, Argos, I couldn't do that without Argos. So it also provides me the ability to not just have my queries remaining in SQL Developer all by itself. I can grab that query so now I can bring it out there, add a couple controls so somebody else can see it, and they don't just have to take my word for it. They can run it themselves. They can validate it. They can be like, oh, yeah, that's actually what hey, cool, that's the truth. And we can then actually move forward with good data and then good decisions. So if anybody wanted to move over to Argos, I would hands down recommend it, just for the opportunity to come to this conference. So it's very intuitive. I personally prefer SQL Developer, but I know a lot of people, some of the old school people are still in their Access databases. Visual design looks so much like the Access database structure that it's a pretty simple shift over. There's so much support. There's so many resources. The co-op community is great. The people here are amazing. There's just no end to what is out there. And once you get a handle on it, you really just, the sky's the limit on what you're able to create. And being able to then work with some of these other people, it's just, oh, what you thought was a limit, that doesn't exist anymore. So, I mean, if you can think it, you can do it. And the data behind it, like, you can access anything. So I think how my use of Argos will evolve in the future is, especially looking at Argos X, just really some of the more, if they can get pivot tables out there, I think our end users are going to be very, very happy. We have just so many people who are reliant on all of this data at different points in time. And while some of the end users are very happy with the basic, some of them don't like it as much. And I don't want to say they want to be spoon-fed, but they want things just easier, and just the layout and the simplicity of what the Argos X platform dashboard even looks like. I think that's just going to reassure a lot of people and just make it that much less scary. I think data is scary to a lot of people, and it doesn't need to be. And I think some of the new tools that are coming out are just going to be able to bridge that gap and make it better for people in the end. This Evisions Conference has really set a bar for any future conference. The people have been friendly. They've been so amazing. The visionaries have been just so helpful and warm, and they're knowledgeable. And if they don't know the answer, they're going to find out for you. And making those connections with the actual people who are then going to be presenting. I think Brian LaPlante, he did such a great job with his different presentations. I think Matt Garofalo, he did another one, and they're funny, they're engaging, they're real people. And so getting to see the people behind the scenes, it's really just been probably the best conference I've ever been to. And I really hope that we are still allowed to come back in the future. Just everything that they provided, just from even meals and just the care that they've taken to provide for us and really just make us feel like valued, and that they really consider everything that we're talking about. And it's just been an incredible experience.